keep this show rolling right along here. If I can figure out which thing to type on. So what did we do? We did Brazil, Spain. Let's take a look at India now. Okay, so let's take a look at the numbers for India. You realize all these people, musicians on Twitch who have are extremely popular, yet you probably never created an album in their life. Well, I could also be dead, because albums cost money, right? You can make an album, a digital album, but you still have to be able to. Well, you know what? If you think about digital music, it shouldn't take any. There's no real labor cost involved because you're not actually pressing any records. Okay, there's no distribution number system because everything's available online. But anyway, sorry for a little sidetrack right there, India. But anyway, let's take a look here. Currently, India has let's say 3.5 million cases, 470,115 deaths. And India, okay, India, you can see India that your COVID-19 cases for 2021 have passed 2020 cases. And India, you can also see that your 2021 deaths have passed the 2020 COVID-19 deaths. Okay, well you can see in India, you can see they had a single big spike back on May the 6th of 414,138 cases for a single day. But let's zoom in now and see exactly where they're at right now. Okay, you can see India's as of December the 2nd, India's cases were down to 9,216, with a daily average of 8,618. Okay. Now, what about deaths? Well, again, you can see the deaths really had, you know, that these spikes are probably some type of adjustment or anomaly. Probably not the days that or deaths for those specific days. They probably came back and found some missing deaths back earlier. Okay, so therefore you can say that India's COVID-19 deaths on May the 18th spiked at 4,529, before dropping back down to 391 on December the 2nd, with a daily average of 378 deaths per day. Look how crazy low India's cases were back over here the second half of last year. Then you had the big spike. Now since then, the cases have been on a steady declining pattern. Okay. What about deaths? Again, really low numbers back over the second half of last year. The spike, and now this long, long declining pattern down over to here. Okay. This line here will be 5,000 deaths for a week. So all these weeks were below 5,000 deaths for the week. Now, what about monthly cases? Well, look, India, you had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months in a row. You had a decline the second half of last year for COVID-19 cases. Then you had a 3 month spike, followed by a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 month in a row decline in COVID-19 cases in India. Okay, for the second half of the year. What about deaths? Well, but you can see, but last year you had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 month in a row decline in COVID-19 deaths, followed by a 1, 2, 3 month increase, and that 3 month increase is followed by a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I know these are a slight increase, but I'm still going to count these as being declining patterns here. Okay. So right now, India's numbers are, total numbers don't look too good, but the actual, daily, weekly, and monthly numbers don't look too bad. So that takes care of the report for India for today. Let's just wrap this up with a GitHub upload. So that concludes the report, the YouTube report for India for today. We'll just keep rolling right along here with the with Israel.